F1 24 just got its reveal trailer. We're going to get a gameplay deep dive next week. And we already have some proper good details about this year's F1 game. And I'm going to be honest, I'm actually quite excited for it. I'm going to be one of the very few people, most likely, but all I personally care about is career mode. So maybe I'm actually one of the majority on YouTube anyway. But on forums, yeah, definitely this might be drastically different to what you're reading. But yeah, we've got a press release. Well, not the press release, but we do have what EA Sports have put on the website about F1 24, and I'm just going to read everything to you. This is everything you need to know so far about F1 24. So first things first, we got the tagline, be one of the 20 in EA Sports F1 24. F1 24 delivers all new EA Sports dynamic handling, overhauled career, and more, launching May 31st, which really is not far away, especially with all the trailers that we will be getting, like the deep dives over the next couple of weeks. It's going to pass very, very quickly. I mean, it already has passed quick. We're already like near the end of April, and the last time, like when the announced trailer came out in like what, February, that was almost 2 months ago, and it's just passed rapid. So yeah, they start off with saying you know, they're unveiling the full feature set. It arrives on all consoles, so there's no engine change here. It is still on last generation consoles, and honestly, the experience on last gen isn't too bad. I'm talking through the context of F1 23 here. There really isn't that much of a difference. I guess you get in 60 FPS on next gen and longer loading times, but other than that, you're not really going to be missing all that much. I highly doubt you will anyway. And again, that's judging from F1 23. I played last gen throughout the whole year. I'm on PS5, but I stuck with last gen. I tried the new gen F1 23. I didn't see it as, you know, enough of a difference to really stick with it, to be quite honest, over what I was already doing. So don't be worried about that, and I'm 99% sure we're going to get a new engine within the next couple of years. Not sure if it will happen with F1 25. It would make more sense for it to happen with F1 26, because I guarantee they've already pretty much developed F1 25, you know, because they're doing breaking points. So I think the new engine will be coming alongside the new engine regulations in real life in F1 26. So yeah, we might have to deal with this engine for another couple of years, but honestly, I don't mind. Again, I'm quite fine with it. So, first things first, EA Sports dynamic handling. Now, I thought F1 23's was perfect. I don't think they needed to change that, but maybe they're just doing it to make the game feel different. Maybe they just want to make it feel more realistic by adding more, you know, things that the drivers have to deal with IRL into the equation. So here's what they say. Working closely with Max, the new EA Sports dynamic handling redefines the feel of the car to produce a realistic and predictable performance across wheel and pad. All new suspension kinematics, an upgraded tyre model, advanced aerodynamic simulation, and new engine and car setup options enhance the driving experience. All driving aspects are improved with cornering, rolling resistance, brake pressure, ambient track temperature, and variable conditions, enabling drivers to receive immediate feedback to maximize their on-track performance. And here's a quote from Lee Mather, Senior Creative Director. The new handling model, powered by EA Sports dynamic handling, will enable players to get maximum performance from their car, with authentic physics giving them the confidence in racing wheel-to-wheel with their rivals. Okay, so there's a lot of marketing speech here, quite frankly, and if you've been on the subreddit, you know that a lot of the player base isn't exactly happy with the handling thus far. Then again, it's only been the closed beta 1, so you know, people are going to be playing beta 2, beta 3. Hell, guys who played beta 1 put a lot of feedback in. So I'm not too worried about the handling. Apparently F1 23's handling was really, really bad during the beta. And then by the time the game came out, it was really good. I know it's really good because I played it for 400 plus hours. So I'm not too worried, you know. I'm quite curious to see how much it really affects the handling. Again, we'll have to wait and find out. Or I guess the guys who will be playing the third beta, you know, will be experiencing that. And I'm a bit jealous. I probably should have signed up for that one. Oh well. So we've got greater authenticity. That's the next big speech. Enhancements on and around the circuits add to the race week experience, including Silverstone, which has received a significant update to deliver authentic circuit accuracy. Now, this is 2 years in a row that track got an update, and I really liked Silverstone last year. Silverstone was one of the tracks on the older F1 games, so on F1 2019 and 20, the two others that I played before 23. Silverstone was definitely one of my weaker tracks. I didn't really like doing that track, to be quite honest. But then played it in F1 23. It is genuinely one of my favourite tracks in that game, so hopefully they don't change it too much and rather just update the look of it. In terms of how it is to drive, I really hope they don't change much there, because it is already one of my favourite tracks to drive on in F1 23. Changes to Spa, finally. Apparently that's just, like, a lot of people have been asking for that for years. Lusail International Circuit, I feel like that's definitely needed an update in most ways. Qatar had an issue in F1 23 where you couldn't make ERS hot lap last the whole lap. So qualifying, you would be at a little bit of a disadvantage, because I'm pretty sure that didn't affect the AI as much. It was definitely one of the more frustrating tracks for qualifying just because of that. But Qatar was a really fun track in F1 23 besides that, like in race conditions. So I'm quite curious to see how different it will play in F1 24. Jeddah has an update. Jeddah was definitely one of my least favourite tracks in F1 23, as much as I tried to get used to it, and I did get pretty good at it eventually. It took me a long time to get used to it, and I really had to mess around with car setups. We actually, in the career mode, didn't win a race on Jeddah until this recent season, our current season that we're doing. Like, 5 seasons. So hopefully it's a little bit more forgiving. I feel like Sector 1 is too much, too difficult. It's too narrow, in my opinion. Like, it looks a lot more easier for actual F1 drivers to get through there than it actually is on the game. So hopefully that's improved. In addition, actual driver audio samples taken from F1 broadcasts add a new dimension as they react to on-track incidents. So that's something I've noticed that F1 Manager has. So that'll be really, really cool to see. I wonder if we'll be able to hear that during driver career, though. I feel like that might be a bit immersion breaking, even during like my team. So I don't know how that will work. Hopefully the actual driver audio samples is only from the person we're playing as, because again, I feel like if we're playing as one of the drivers and we hear another driver doing a radio, like, that's going to be a bit immersion breaking. So hopefully that is not the case. Plus a new broadcast presentation package and cutscenes added to the race day immersion. Oh my god, this was definitely going to be one of the points I would have mentioned in an F1 23 review. Coming from playing F1 2018, which was the F1 game that got me into F1 games at the beginning of 2023, sorry. And then going from F1 2018 to 2019 to 2020 to 23, I have seen such a strong degradation of race presentation. Unfortunately, it only says race day presentation, like race day immersion. Hopefully, you know, in future, or hopefully now, we get some new broadcasts for practice sessions and qualifying, because it really needs it, in my opinion. It definitely is one of the many things I miss in the newer games compared to F1 2018. I really loved going into a practice session and hearing just the random commentary. You know, I don't know why they removed that. But here is where it matters, and I'm going to put chapters here. I'm sorry that this video is over 10 minutes long, you know, typical YouTuber, but I've put chapters in to make sure, like, if you want to skip whatever, then yeah, that's fine. I do get into a bit of tangents sometimes, but I like to expand on a lot of this stuff. I don't just want to read them out, because then what's the point in you watching this video, you know? So yeah, Revamped Korea In the overhauled career mode, players can step into the shoes of F1 drivers from the 2024 grid, up-and-coming competitors from the world of F2, or legendary past racers in the form of icons. That is going to be so dope. I mean, I don't know if anybody asked for it, but it is definitely something really dope. I don't think it will be something that I personally will use. Similar to how, you know, FIFA and PES added actual managers to the game, and I just didn't use them anyway. I'd prefer to make my own guy. But this will be really cool, and it might be really cool to see some people go into ideas of like doing an Ollie Behrman career mode, or you know, if we get the updated F2 drivers from this season, imagine the people that are going to do a Kimi Antonelli career mode, you know, at Mercedes, or starting at Williams and going to Mercedes, or something like that. That's just really cool. We also get former F1 world champion James Hunt. He's a bit of a cult favorite. I don't know much about him, but after this video I'm going to watch a few videos about him to find out more. And we get Juan Pablo Montoya as well, another driver I don't know too much about, but I will put some research in. These are for so we can choose these for driver career mode, or we can choose them for the My Team. I personally, I don't think I'm going to play My Team. Definitely not for the first half of the year. I feel like I'll save that for when we're a few seasons into driver career mode. That's if I feel like doing it. We've done about 5 seasons worth of My Team in 2023, so in 23's game. So we'll see. But it'll be really cool to try out. You know, those new icons, and then obviously we get the icons from last year's game as well, like Devin Butler, so that'll be cool. But yeah, further innovations to career mode include gain recognition, build reputation within the paddock through on-track objectives, race day tasks, keep players focused on the checkered flag. I don't really know what that means. Completing contract targets can help secure a new deal or pave the way for secret meetings to negotiate a move to a bitter rival. This is what everybody's talking about, and this is something that'll be really exciting. I don't personally think I'll take advantage of secret meetings going into the first few seasons, because we're going to start at Williams, which is my team. Why would I leave Williams for... Well, do we even have a bitter rival? I guess maybe Ferrari could count, but it's not really a bitter rivalry now, so I wonder how that would work. But definitely in later seasons, once I've already left Williams, and like if I'm currently at Ferrari and want to go to get secret meetings with Red Bull or something, you know, really cool. That's going to make YouTube videos really interesting. We got R&D upgrades. Driver reputation also affects the support players get from their team. The greater the rep, the more motivated the team. So it seems as though acclaim is getting binged here, at least for driver career. I have a feeling it might still be there for My Team, or maybe they'll carry some stuff over. There's nothing about My Team said here, so I doubt that. Yeah, players can go all in on one innovation or spread the resources for more balanced development. That's really cool. Hopefully they have finally removed the limitation for the bottom teams in the career mode. This also goes for My Team, because if you've been watching my YouTube series on My Team, I've been complaining quite a lot that Haas, AlphaTauri, Alfa Romeo and Williams, they're all perpetually at the bottom because their facility upgrades are limited. And so they'll never get to max out their cars the way Red Bull can and stuff. It is a big shame. So hopefully that has changed, and hopefully that is something that also carries over to My Team, especially for those of us who want to take Williams back to the top, you know. Earn accolades. In addition to short-term achievements, every driver has longer-term goals based on season expectations. These could range from a number of top 10 finishes, pole positions, to claiming the World Championship. Race with a friend. So these all carry over to the 2-player career, and a new thing called Challenge Career. A perfect introduction before committing to a 24-race season. Jump into the shoes of a pre-selected F1 driver and compete in a series of mini-seasons, with community voting influencing the decisions and circuits for future events. And another quote from Lee Mather: "Our biggest career innovation since 2016 delivers more of what our players want, with greater variety away from the track. Alongside new handling and career innovations, updated circuits, new audio, and a refreshed broadcast presentation give players the feeling of being closer to the grid." I feel like they could have done away with saying 2016 because that makes them look really bad. Like it took you 8 years to do all this, really? Like F1 World returns, not really for us anyway. That's mostly for new players. I did play a bit of quite a bit of F1 World though, usually as a warm up for when I was about to play career. They've added this new FanZone feature, but they've not really said anything about it. Other than this paragraph, where players align with their favourite team and driver over the course of a podium pass season and join a game-wide, time-limited league that includes collaborative goals whilst competing against rivalry teams. Starting next week, players can develop a better insight into what the changes are with the physics, handling, career, and more, and what that will mean for them, thanks to a trio of deep dive videos. So we're going to get 3 of them. That's really, really cool. I have a few screenshots though, so don't worry, we're not finished with everything we're talking about. But yeah, that sounds really, really good. I do, however, think that we need like a sort of hybrid mode where we could, you know, use Williams in my team and, you know, edit their facilities. Sorry about that and stuff. Like, that would be really, really cool. Right, I need to find out how to find my saved posts on Reddit because it got posted as a leak. Achievements, here we go. So we got some leaked achievements for, you know, for F1 24. So let me just find the career ones real quickly. Yeah, so there's a relationship system, reach relationship level 3 with any specialist in driver career. I have no idea what that means. Maybe that means, like, you know, we have to bond with certain mechanics, like in the aerodynamic area, and, like, you know, this would give us, like, you know, kind of like the activities you need to do in my team, and this would give us, like, bonuses for developing certain upgrades quicker and stuff if we have a better relationship with our aerodynamics department, like our aerodynamics specialist. Not making friends, have 3 active rivalries with 3 different drivers, so we can have more than 1 rivalry now. Oh, that's dope. It's not me, it's you. Increase a rivalry to career-defining status. Don't know what that means. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, so this would mean, like, if you wanted to make a huge rivalry, sort of like, you know, I need to think of a good example. I tried to think of a really old example and not like a vintage one. Not like a, you know, an easy one, but a Verstappen and Hamilton rivalry, Hamilton and Rosberg rivalry. So you can increase rivalry. So sort of like how WWE Universe mode works, where you know, the more people meet, the more the rivalry gets intense. It seems as though it's going to be like that. We've got silly season, complete all 3 secret meetings and join that team at the end of the season. Hopefully that's not like a one scenario thing, and hopefully that's something that happens each season, because that's definitely something I want to try out at some point. Reach a focus rating of 90, so it looks like we'll be working on our own attributes throughout this year, throughout the career mode. That would be really cool. Achieve 55. Do I recognize you? Achieve 55% recognition or higher with any team in driver career. That sounds pretty cool. We've got an R&D scenario, so it looks like those might be carrying over from my team, perhaps. There doesn't seem to be any my team exclusive achievements, funnily enough. Complete all 4 specialist goals in a single race weekend. Okay. Successfully defeat a rival in the championship narrative rivalry type. Championship narrative. So are we going to get like special cutscenes, special scenarios perhaps? And multi-year contracts are a thing as well. So yeah, those were achievements that were leaked pretty much. That all sounds really, really cool. And I'm really excited. Sorry this has been an almost 20-minute video, but hopefully the chapters, with the chapters feature, you guys can skip ahead. Thank you to all, special thank you to anyone who sat through the whole thing. But yeah, so far, that is everything you need to know about F1 24, and hopefully our future videos will be a lot a lot shorter. But yeah, guys, thank you all so much for tuning in and watching to this deep dive on everything you need to know about F124. If you guys liked it, be sure to hit that like button as hard as you possibly can. Comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you very soon for some more F124 content. I am so excited. Till next time, peace. I need to stop doing that with my right hand because I have to use my right hand to stop the recording.